Well, I'm not going to interrupt you guys. You were deep in conversation. That's rude.
Yeah,
So
imagine
is
just like
switching us in the middle
dragging
of a
us over to
conversation.
another.
I didn't know you were in the middle of a conversation. Not my fault you guys were in the wrong chat.
It wasn't session time.
Yeah, but if you're ready for session time, you could be in session time. All right, we're recording. Whenever you are ready,
Okay.
Your Majesty.
Oh wow, now I feel special. We left off the group.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Tales of Barntome, brought to you by AAD&D. I'm gonna hand it on over to our DM, the lovely Man Bear, and he can get started.
Donnie, why aren't you on Roll20?
I am. Oh, I always fail to launch game. I always get up to there, then I just go to a different tab.
Wow.
I click
Anyway, okay.
SSD.
We are all very tired.
Yes,
Yeah.
SSD. Anyway, like I was saying, we left off with Promtech and Drusilla having gotten to the city of Slurg, the arena city. Eat a dick. The arena city. They didn't really venture around too much. Instead, they went straight for the big bone building. And who could blame them? It's a building made out of dragon bones. There, they watched a couple of arena fights, and then their attention was drawn to the floating center stage, where the announcement of the champion, Ben Sorcio, will be competing for his match of the day. And he will be fighting against what was unveiled to be 5 skeletal champions. So he should be having lots of fun with that. For this particular day, though, we are going to rewind a bit and go into a little bit of the life of Ben Sorcio in the city of Slurg. I'm going to turn it over to Ben, and he can give you as much of his backstory as he wants to, or none of it at all. And then we will go from there. Ben?
I mean,
Have
as
at it.
much in the backstory, I'll tell you that some of the blood I'm covered with is mine.
It's like,
I don't know. Backstory is a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Sounds good. That's fine. So where we're bringing it off, can you move your token?
Yes.
There we go. Perfect. Where we're bringing it off here, okay, so we're going to start with the day of Ben. He's been the champion of this city's arena for going on a year now, and he loves it. He loves the fighting, he loves the money, he loves beating up monsters. But he may or may not have gotten a little too big for his britches. Being the champion, Ben sleeps in the Church of Slaughter in the champion's room and is basically given anything he wants. They do take a stipend out of his winnings for his lodging and his food. Other than that, he pretty much lives the life of royalty. But he's also getting a little restless. He's been here for a year, and being a barbarian of the wandering tribes, he needs to wander. He needs to do his business and his stuff. I can't get too far into it without revealing more of his backstory, so we're just going to go with business and stuff. What he doesn't know, and what no one knows, is that the Church of Slaughter's leader, whose name I have forgotten, which is why I'm glad I wrote it down. Innkeeper, leader, there he goes. Kriya is, wow, gave her a bad thing you did, NPC generator. I'm going to have to change that. Anyway, Kriya needs fresh blood. She needs a new champion. She needs the movements to go and her own people to be brought into place because people are starting to care too much about what this bloody barbarian is saying and doing, even though he's not really saying and doing much. He wakes up this day as per normal. Do you want to role play what you think your normal day would be, or do you want me to just kind of verb over it?
Sort of. roll out of bed, wipe a hangover from my eyes, kick, I don't know, let's just say a D6 women out of the room. The service is no longer required. Um,
That is 3.
3? All right.
3.
Slow night for Ben. Uh, just breakfast is whatever of dinner was still laying out on the table from last night, and yeah, looking out over the city. Just look out the window, see the people. I'm sure there's a couple people, you know, looking point or whatever. Uh, I don't know if they have his face on T-shirts, but I imagine they're working on it. Yeah, sounds like someone wants to talk to me today, though.
Well, as per normal, you have a meeting with Kriya. Being the champion, you meet with her every day to discuss your fights. At that time, as you're looking out the window, drinking a little hair of the dog to kill the hangover, you hear a knock on your door.
Is that what we're calling tequila nowadays?
Hair of the dog?
Yeah.
It's what they've been calling it for generations, dude.
Tequila?
Hair of the dog if you had tequila last night.
Yeah, I
You've
don't
never
want to have a
heard drink hair of the
dog hair.
dog? Drink.
I don't
You've
want to
never
try a
heard the
dog hair
saying, drink the hair
sunrise.
of the dog that bit you?
It kind of works. It was just kind of messed up.
It does.
I'm not
I
sure.
just
if it
can't
works with
believe Bort's
tequila.
never heard that before.
Yeah, it's a pretty common saying. I heard it a lot of different places.
I
Mhm.
probably have. It's just not ringing a. I think I heard of it's hair, like maybe it's hair of the wolf, but never mind.
Here, drink this hair. It'll make you feel better.
Yeah, if you're
Right.
hungover, just drink whatever got you hungover.
Yeah, hair of the dog that bit you. Anyway, Ben, you hear a
So,
knock on the door.
yeah, I go to the door, figure, you know, one of the women I kicked out forgot their shoes or whatever. And then I remember, oh, yeah, boss lady, she's here. Morning.
She enters. She gives you a slight bow. As you know, the leader of the Church of Slaughter, you're almost a saint to her because of how much you slaughter. And she goes, "Greeting, champion. I hope you slept well." You can tell that she is purposely raising the tone of her voice, knowing full well that you're probably suffering a little bit of a hangover.
I'm not gonna give her the satisfaction of wincing. Yeah, no, I slept great. How
Goes,
can
"Good, good.
what do I owe the honor of your visit?
Well, as per always, we must discuss your fights. We've got a couple lined up for you." And she rattles off this list of, regular monsters, things you've killed hundreds of times. There's a couple goblin tribes. There's the Kobold Warrior team has earned the right to challenge you. There's some random monster packs, kind of a roll of the dice on what you fight. She doesn't mention what we all know you're about to fight, but she still goes through the whole rigmarole of what you can choose from being the champion. And then goes, "So what will you pick this day, champion? Who will you slaughter in our God's name?"
I mean, it's all been done before. Right? It's the same thing every day. You don't have anything new.
You see a bit of a smirk. She hides it well. It's a very small little upraising of her lip. But she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, champion, but you must choose from the roster. This is what we have available. I'm sure maybe next week we can find a greater challenge for you."
Ah, why not the kobolds?
"Ah, the mighty Kobold team." That is good choice, good choice. They have been undefeated. I'm sure they will pose a great challenge to you, good champion. And with that, she bows and she leaves. If you are of the persuasion to, I don't know how you want to play your guy for intelligence wise, but you can try to run a perception check and see if you can hear anything.
Yeah, I can give that a shot.
Perception is charisma based in my campaign because I'm a weirdo.
We only have one knowledge type.
Charisma based. Sick.
Yep, I'm a weirdo.
Okay. Oh no, I'm the Sick was looking at my charisma score.
Yeah, you don't. You're not very perceptive.
Yeah.
So as far as you know, you're looking up to the kobolds. You've heard of them. They're strong and scrappy and stronger than they should be by your knowledge in fighting many kobolds. So you might have a little bit of excitement towards this challenge, but ultimately you're still kind of like, what am I doing? Like this is all the same thing over and over again. You're starting to feel that wanderlust and that you're being trapped, kind of. Yes. Love you too. You did not wash all the soap out of your hair. You need to do better at that, buddy.
I don't know. Life just feels a little too comfortable, you know?
Yeah. So you go about your day. And when you're coming to the arena and you've got your own little warm-up area where you can watch the fights, you notice something odd. The kobold team you chose are already out there fighting and winning from what you can see, which strikes you as weird since you were supposed to be fighting them.
Maybe they have a different kobold crew. Who knows?
Okay. As you are approaching your entryway to go to the center stage, which is your right, you actually get pulled over by an attendant, and she kind of whispers in your ear, and she goes, Lord Champion, you're already like covered in blood and ready for battle, so she's super intimidated by you, and she goes, I shouldn't be telling you this, but last minute changes, and you might want to make sure you're ready. And then she kind of like squeaks, and then when she squeaks, you notice that Kriya is actually coming up to you, which is unusual because she never really approaches you before a fight. She's usually in the center box and all that jazz. You say anything, or
I just look at her. Figure she's coming up
she
for a
goes,
reason. I'll let her start the conversation.
She goes, Lord Champion, Lord Champion. It seems there's been a mix-up. The kobolds were scheduled for another fight, and they couldn't take your challenge. Though we prepared, and we think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And you see that same little smirk that you saw in your room kind of creep up on her lips. And she goes, okay, well, I wish you the best of luck, my bloodbarian. And again, she kind of that smirk is now kind of more fully present. Like, she does not expect you to come out of this in good shape.
At least it'll be interesting.
Is that what you say to her?
Yeah.
Okay. So she kind of smiles and goes, yes, very interesting, very interesting. I wish you luck, Lord Champion. And with that, you step out on the stage. And then, as per what happened last week, you hear the announcement. Here comes the champion of Slurg's Arena, Ben Sorcio. And today he will be fighting. And the walls come down, and you're like, you're sitting there. You're kind of like of two minds of it. You kind of don't care, and you're also like, maybe I will have something to fight now. And then they drop the walls, and there's your 5 skeletal champions. And here we are. To the battle.
All right.
What time of day would it be?
Probably, I want to say a good time for a champion battle would be close to end day, but not quite at the end. So between mid to late afternoon.
So that would have like Drusilla and I would have got to town like halfway through the day type thing.
Yeah, you guys arrived in the afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, so let us roll for the initiative.
All right. So that's +2. Oh boy.
2. Okay, so we got him first. Him first. Why'd you roll again?
Who, me?
Oh no, why did Cromtech roll?
Oh, I didn't know it was just him.
Yeah, you're not in the center arena with him.
Well, you didn't say that it was only the people that fight, so I just was covering my base.
What are you gonna do in this turn order? You already got caught cheating once.
You never know. Maybe someone's leg bone is gonna come flying out of the arena, and he's got to dodge it.
That'd be neat.
Hopefully, it's one of their leg bones.
Did you put animated tokens on here?
I did 2 of them.
Maybe that's why it's so.
Really? I'm not having any leg.
I mean, I'm sure it's like 12 other things on my computer, but
Okay, turn order is set. Put that there. And up first is this guy. So
I do have like
1,
2 browsers with
3,
like
4,
15 tabs open on each.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's your turn.
All right. I'll move up. That's as far as I can get, but I will activate the the blood armor. So 2 HP per turn, AC +3,
Sounds good.
and then need it. Using it 198. And that is my turn.
Okay. And then this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy is gonna come up and attack. Do 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 do. Longsword. It's a +1 to his hit. Richard turned my light off, so I can't use my die. That definitely misses. It's a crit fail, so. Okay, so I do crit fails and crit success. I know Donnie hates it, and Bork is impartial. I do not do the have to confirm, so you don't have to roll a D1 or a D20 twice. You just get the crit. So crit fail for this guy. He comes up to you. These are 6-second turns, so he's basically still mid-charge as you're charging towards him, and he goes for a swing with his longsword, and you either duck or dodge or parry or whatever, and he kind of like spins around and faces the other direction, and opens up for an attack of opportunity by you. So you can make one regular attack against him as an attack of opportunity, though you do have to roll to hit. It's not just an automatic hit.
Wait,
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
does a 16 hit?
Just a second. No, 16 does not.
Damn.
Okay, next guy's turn. Doot, doot. He's gonna come here. He's gonna roll on you. 14.
That misses.
Okay. This guy's turn. 1, 2, 4, 5. These guys have a range attack, right? Apparently not. These guys don't have a range attack. You luck out in that aspect. So he's gonna chill there for a second, and it's your turn.
Well, this guy that missed me, I'm gonna attack him a couple times.
Mhm.
Well, hopefully 19 hits, or else I'm truly boned.
Yes, 19 hits.
Okay.
Boned. I see what you did there.
It is right in the world.
For 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Do I notice that I'm feeling any better, or does that
No.
not help me?
Does not help you none. Nada. Zip, zero, zilch, pupkis. You
Okay.
punch, and as you expect the normal rush, you're like, you kind of get this realization half a second into it, like, fuck, they don't have blood.
So that's another 2 HP melted from my health pool to maintain the armor.
Yep.
Alright.
Keep track of every time you cast the spell. Since you're draining your own mana, it counts as a hit. So keep track of that in your either your way and then put it into the Google Docs, or keep track of it in the Google Docs, because that's how I level up your health.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
HPs. Okay. So you hit for 11. So he's on the plus side. These guys do not have a lot of health. So if you get hit, they're gonna hit you hard.
That's what you want us to think.
I suck at lying about this shit when I'm a DM, and you guys take advantage of it quite often. So
Don't know what you're talking about.
No clue.
okay, so you're done. So this guy is up. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna swing at you. Definitely misses. That's a 9. This guy's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First guy's turn, who just got punched in the back of the head. 19. I'm assuming that hits. If you have more than 19 armor already, I'm gonna be super upset at myself. Okay.
Oh, not nearly that high.
D8 plus 3.
I love how your name when you roll is Dungeon Master parentheses GM.
Is it? I didn't set it up. 9 damage. You can choose to use your reactionary if you want.
And yeah, if they're gonna hit me, I'm gonna make them pay for it. So that's a D6.
Yep.
You shall pay.
Wow, full 6. It actually kills himself. Bye-bye. Okay,
Oh,
so at this
hell, I'm
point,
armed.
You hear the crowd roar, and the announcer goes off. There it is! Ben Scorcio's famous retaliatory blood armor. You guys all thought that blood was just there to make him look pretty. You were wrong. As he takes down his first skeletal champion.
The blood
Okay,
can do
second
two
person.
things.
14.
That misses.
Goes me.
Sexy. 1, 2, 4, 5. 10.
That also misses.
I am having shit luck on my rolls today. Go for it. Your turn.
Well, given that the whole unarmed thing isn't really working to my advantage, is it alright if I pick up the re-dead skeleton's femurs and use those
Sure.
as clubs?
Go for it.
Okay.
Club is a D8 damage, I believe.
I mean, I'd be swapping bludgeoning damage for bludgeoning damage, but it just feels better to hit something with a club sometimes.
Eh,
Especially
go
when I
for it.
know it's not going to heal me anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker, and I'll just go after this guy with his buddy's leg bones.
Which one's right in front of you, top or bottom?
The one in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, you crit.
Oh,
So double your roll, not your modifiers. So
well, the
18,
second one misses.
21. He is dead. You hear another huge
Oh, that wasn't a
cry.
damage roll. That was the second to hit. That was
Oh. Well, roll damage. See if you kill him anyway. Yeah, you kill him anyway.
okay.
You hear another huge crowd cheer and groan and go, "That's 2 corpses down in 2 turns. He even picked one up and beat him with the other one. That's our champion of slaughter." You done? You do know you have 2 basic actions, so you can attack twice.
Oh yeah, that was the first was a crit. The second one was a 12 to hit. I'm
No,
assuming that
12
doesn't
doesn't hit anyway. No, it does not.
Okay.
Okay, so bottom guy is going to attack you. God bless America. This guy's up. He's gonna come up behind you. 15?
That hits.
Okay. D8 plus 3.
Oh, that was a -2 because it was my turn.
5 damage.
-5. And then roll a
And
d6.
wow. God, why are my good rolls for you hurting my people? It's just not fair. I wanted this to be a challenge, but this is proving to not be a challenge. So, F you. 3. He misses. Your turn.
I don't know. Not to interject, but this is just like any normal big battle that you send us on.
It's the joys of RNG.
I know. It sucks. I planned something awesome and epic that's supposed to handicap you fuckers, and then I roll like shit and you roll like gods.
Look, they're doing more damage to me than I am to myself. So there's that.
You just gotta plan reinforcements in case things go a little too well for the player.
He did.
How am I supposed to plan reinforcements in a Boston arena battle?
He
And
did.
it was 5-on-1.
The last time he did that, he just had a turn limit and just told us we lost.
Mhm.
Sorry. Continue.
No, it's true. I did. It's your turn, Ben Sorcio.
Yeah, the first attack misses. The second one, I assume, connects with a 19.
Yep.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage versus this guy behind me.
Okay.
And that's another 2 HP down the drain to maintain that armor. And that's my turn.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oops.
I think that hits. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, no,
though.
Wow, 4 damage. And if I
Oh.
swear to God, if I roll another max D6 on your freaking armor. Okay, that guy's turn is done. Oh, you took the 4 damage, right?
Yep.
Why do I keep doing a period instead of a backslash?
Yeah, they're right next to each other.
13 misses?
Yep.
That guy's done. Ooh, net 20.
Bring it.
So you take 8 instead of 5. And then fuck. He does 5 damage or 8 damage to you with a crit, and he takes a full-on max 6 from your armor. Your turn.
I'll take another couple swings at this guy.
Yep.
Let's see.
So as you're swinging and going at it, and he goes, even so, you start hearing the announcement, surrounded and on all sides by an enemy he's not really matched to fight. And Sorcio keeps on swinging. It seems like the blood they're drawing as they cut him is actually aiding his armor and hurting them back.
Yeah, it's nice that you said swinging and not hitting, because boy howdy.
Yeah,
That
that
was a
changed up
bummer
when I
to
saw your
do.
rolls.
All right.
7 for that guy. $19.
That hits.
Fuck! 4 damage. Oh, only a 1 on the rebound. That's not so bad. Okay. 12 misses, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And then it's your turn.
Come on, digital dice, be friendly. Friendly to me, not to them. God damn it. Okay.
Okay.
It's another 2 health down the drain.
You're actually getting pretty low. Becoming somewhat happy about this. 19
That hits.
for 6 damage.
All right.
He takes 3. That would be a 13. Because I pushed enter instead of plus, but whatever, still misses. And an 8. And it's your turn. Nat 20.
Excellent. Okay, we're back in it.
What was that roll for?
His first attack.
So that does, will that be 15?
Yeah, that guy's super dead.
And then
Another net. What the fuck?
Sweet.
now I'm mad, and that's the guy above me.
Above you? Yeah, that guy's dead now too. Yep. Bastard.
I just see him. Oh wait, are you still using the leg of the other guy?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I just see you just like you end up picking up like the femur. And you're just swinging and it's just smashing the rib cage as it goes through, just blowing out the other side.
I imagine every one of these crits shatters the femur, and I just have to pick up another one.
I mean, dude's the champ for a reason.
So that's 8 damage to me.
Yeah, 8 damage to you. And your turn.
Man, there.
You hear the crowd going wild as Ben is sitting here smashing bones against bones and picking up more bones using femurs and elbows and ribs and just destroying the skeletons around him. There's this subtle glow of red around him as more and more of his own blood is drawn from his body. It's only barely perceptible that his armor is actually striking back. This blood coating around him is actually spiking into skeleton, breaking bones and shattering ribs as he gets hit from all sides. It's almost as if he's in an immovable bubble of blood that just strikes back. You do see him kind of feigning, and the blood and the blows are real. You can see the blood gushing from his arms and legs and his chest from where he was cut, but he's just reveling in the battle and the blood, even though all of it's his.
I'll still say, well, at this point, most of it's mine. Yeah, for sure. Oh boy, crit fail. The dice giveth and taketh away.
All right, so yeah, that's actually fair. As you take a swing at the skeleton, like one of the bones that your blood already broke off of, kind of like made it so your swing went through a cavity instead of where it would have naturally hitten, and it kind of like bends you over. And he's gonna take an attack of opportunity on you. It doesn't mean he turns over. He's just gonna try to strike you as you overextend.
Alright.
And he misses.
All right, then I'll take my second swing.
Nope, you missed.
16 misses, right?
Yep. So the overextend costs you, and the skeleton kind of swings over your head. And in dodging the swing from the skeleton, you also offshot your other arm as it was coming up with the bone club improvised weapon. So you end up kind of swinging and whiffing off of him. 16.
That hits.
That hit?
Yep.
Seven damage.
Alrighty.
And he takes 1. Okay, your turn.
Come on. Man,
Niece.
hit the damn thing. Oh
God.
my god.
What in the world? RN Jesus has blessed you today. You know that,
That
right?
is
This is stupid.
Unruly, dude.
You've gotten like 5 nat 20s in this one battle.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, it does dick for damage, if that makes you feel any better.
No, because he's still dead.
Hey, man bear, I can feel the jealousy just pouring through my monitor.
Yeah,
right now.
it's ridiculous. It's super ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm
Anyway,
jealous too.
No one can
You-
hit anybody, but when they do, they crit.
well, you crit. My guys didn't. Anyway, you smash the final bone down, and you kind of like, well, roleplay it however you want. You're the champion.
I mean, I just lost a third of my health. I'm not feeling great. But I'm gonna make a show to the crowd, hoot and hollering. I'll toss bones to people in the crowd. Souvenirs. I'm sure they'll love that. I'll throw tibias, fibulas, humorous, like whatever. Someone can catch a rib cage.
As you do your show, and the announcer's just ringing your praise about how even against an enemy you shouldn't be fighting, that an enemy that counters your very power set, you still come out on top. Though he goes, I haven't seen him this bloodied in a while. Well, he's always bloodied, but I haven't seen him this wounded in a while. It shows you that this man is more than just his abilities. He is a true champion of the Arena of Slaughter. And then you get kind of teleported. You get teleported off. You notice that the serving person who tried to warn you earlier is no longer there. It's another random person, and they look kind of like they're just stoic. They're not really doing much of anything besides their job. You also notice that it seems like everybody's kind of avoiding looking at you, almost like you weren't supposed to come back from this, at least not the way you have. For RP fashion, it is close to the end of the day, so you can choose to either go back to your room in the Church of Slaughter and just chill for the day, or venture out onto the town and, go out for a bit. Your choice.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat. And I imagine I worked up an appetite.
Just a little small one.
Okay, so to Drusilla and Kromtech, you see this fight. You see the champion. I know Drusilla was talking about how she's going to go in there and become the new champion. I don't know if Kromtech showed any interest in actually competing in the arena or not. But
Nope.
everybody around you's going crazy, and they're all like, they're screaming Ben's name and champion as he walks off the stage.
I'll stand
ahead.
up, do a
React.
solid clap, and cheer with them. It was a great
I
fight.
stand up to get a closer look. Was that guy a man or a monster? I pondered to myself.
Are you going to say that out loud or no?
Yeah, I'll say it out loud.
There's some random dude in the crowd who goes, he's both. That's why he's the champion.
Both? How? That's impossible.
I'm excited and happy, but I'm also very intrigued, and I might show it on my face. Like I need to know more about that.
Yeah,
something
it is
else-
intriguing.
Well,
Meta-wise, that could be a cool element to play in for you as well. Go a little off the grid on your elements.
I'm not like saying this out loud, but this is what I'm thinking, and like you could sort of read it off my face. But yeah, I'm kind of very curious and
Yeah, meta-wise, though, if that's something you were interested in, I'm not saying blood specifically, but we could talk about going off the grid on just the regular elements and throw in some weird ones too. But either way, yeah. So everybody's kind of clearing out. There are still some fights. You guys can choose to stay and watch the B-rate fights, the ones that come up after the champion. Not many people are. There are some diehard fans, but most people are clearing out and funneling towards the marketplace or the poor area to drink and sleep and shit like that.
Okay, I'm mostly kind of just tagging along with Kromtech for now. For personal reasons. So I was like, hey, Kromtech, what are you thinking?
that was fun. That was pretty fantastic. It is late, so I think it'd be good to go get some food and probably head to find a hotel and search the town for what we need tomorrow. At least that's what my plan is.
Sounds fair.
Yeah. Ben, are you gonna retire to your room to eat, or are you gonna go out into the city to eat?
I'm gonna go to a bar and see if I can get in a fight. I'm feeling
Okay.
pretty beat up, and if I can just like punch some dudes until I feel better, I think that'd be great.
Okay, so as well, Ben, you know this. You've been in the town for a year, but Kromtech and Drusilla, as you exit, you see another map like you saw at the entrance. This one's a little more detailed, but also still kind of childlike. And it kind of points at the poor area at the base of the neck and goes, cheap bar, cheap hotel. Go there if you want lice and free beer. And then it points at like the marketplace area. Only one bar, pretty big, 2-story inn. Food is good, little more expensive, but you won't get lice if you eat there. So that's basically your two choices.
Oh, Kromtech. What if the one with lice has monster-sized lice? That could be cool.
Lice is not scaring me at all. Let's go check it out.
Agreed.
Besides,
So
I'm
you
not
head
looking
down.
to empty my coffers the first night.
You head down to the slums. And as you guys are walking down, you see like all the men are either stupid drunk, play fighting, or really fighting and beating the shit out of each other. And all the women are kind of like walking around, taking care of the houses, taking care of the businesses. As you come to the only real inn in the slums, you're greeted to just basic after hours bar, even though it's only mid to late afternoon. Everybody there is tanked. They're all like arguing. It's raucous. It's loud. There's a female bartender behind the bar. It's a pretty shitty 2-story building. Looks like it's kind of half put together, but held up with spit and a wish.
Well, that's one more wish than I have. Yeah, that looks
So you
very
enter-
interesting. I'll head there. Try to avoid the people that are like brawling in the streets.
Yeah, I'm not particularly interested in gloating to people who are probably too drunk to even hear it.
All right, so you enter. Ben, are you gonna just walk down the streets as you are, or are you going to try to hide who you are for a bit?
I don't hide.
I'm just asking. I gotta
Oh
learn your
yeah, no,
character as much as you do.
it's I'm absolutely just, still dripping with blood, open wounds, whatever, just walking down the street looking for a bar that seems rowdy.
So as you're walking, you see the same things that Drusilla and Cromtech saw, but at the same point, you also notice there's 3 separate reactions to your presence. There's the people who are scared shitless of you and literally run upon seeing you. There's the people who are bowing and scraping and calling you Lord Champion. And there's the ones that look at you like they want to shove a dagger in your spine just out of pure spite. But
I
then
like
as
those
you walk
last
down,
ones.
as you walk down, this is the reaction pretty much throughout town, and people are following you. You're creating a bit of a stir between the ones running away from you in the front and the ones lurching behind you. That's what it's called, right? When they go up to the pier of the church and bow back and forth, lurching.
Um, I don't,
Oh
I
no,
don't know.
I'm not-
Google, answer my question.
Yeah, any of those guys staring daggers. I'm here right now. I'm free. I got nothing going on. If they wanna see if
Lurching,
it's all if they want to see if it's all fake, they
lurching to
can
me.
they can try me right now.
Lurching is to make an abrupt, unsteady, uncontrolled movement or series of movements.
That's not what I thought of, but okay. I thought it was actually called lurching, but it's not. I don't know the words. But so basically people are like walking behind you on their knees and like bowing up and down, scraping their knees on the cement as they follow you. And the ones that are staring daggers at you, the ones that you like and notice, they're a mixture of both. They're hiding in the shadows. They don't want to approach you, not while you're at least conscious. You just see absolute hatred in their eyes, but you also see a mixture of fear and respect as well.
Like a
How much
hateful
health am I
reverence.
down to right now?
I think you were at 188,
Oh, I was way below that. I was in the 130s.
133.
133? Okay.
Yep. The little letters look like 8s to me. I had to actually click on your character. Okay, so we're gonna say that Drusilla and Crown Tech get to the bar before you do. Just because they would have left with the crowd, whereas you had to file through and get your winnings and all that shit. But we're gonna leave it there for tonight, just because it's just about 8 p.m. and I have to go to work at 5 in the morning. And we will start this off tomorrow with your guys' first meeting at the bar.
All right.
Or not tomorrow, but next week. Sorry. Or are we not playing next week? Was there something about next week that I forgot?
Not for me.
Well, the only one that has something to do is usually Bork.
I don't have anything next week. What is next week?
The 26th is Friday.
My in-laws are coming into town, but I already told Katie that like I'll meet up with them after D&D or so.
Okay.
I believe so. If not, I'll let you know. But I don't know what
Okay.
time they're coming. They might not be arriving till like 9 at night. At that point, then I'll be playing.
All right. Well, to cap this episode off, we got to live a day in the life of Ben Sorcio. Did a good amount of damage to him, not as much as I would have liked, because RNGesus hated me today. But still kind of put him on the ropes a little bit, so I'm proud of that. Though he fought back well. Didn't use your ability I thought you were going to use. I figured you would use Blood Mist since you were
Well,
surrounded.
yeah, but they weren't clustered up. I suppose when I was surrounded, that would have been something.
Was to say he didn't have to. He took them care of them without.
I know. That's because
Plus, that's
RNGesus is a jerk.
expensive. Like, I kept hearing, like, I wasn't looking forward to it because they don't have blood to take. Not like, drunk assholes at a bar. But, like, shit, am I just a fist vampire?
Well, you don't use your fist for
Weird.
everything, but
I mean, yeah, but, like, that's weird, man. I dig it.
I like it.
anyway, so yeah, we had a pretty interesting battle. Did not go the way I wanted it to, but it still turned out well. And we're set up for an interesting meetup. Ben is looking for a fight. Crom is interested in Ben, and Drusilla is probably a little scared and a little intimidated. So we'll see how this goes. Or not Sarah, Drusilla, sorry.
I mean, she won't admit it.
Yeah, no, she'd never admit it, but I'm sure she peed a little.
Yeah, maybe she just got excited.
Oh yeah. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys are enjoying the start of season 2 of Barn Tome.
I'm enjoying it.
Yay, fighting! Domination.
An arena city is a heck of a way to start out a sesh.